let's talk about something serious but super important: emergencies. Nobody ever wants to be in one, but knowing what to do can make all the difference. Today, we're going to break down how you can be a real hero when things get scary. Yeah, scary situations are a part of life. They can pop up when you least expect them. But here's the secret: being a hero isn't about having superpowers, it's about being prepared. Knowing what to do is your superpower. So, first things first, before you can act, you need to know what you're looking at. Let's get really clear on what we actually mean by an emergency. There it is. An emergency is basically any dangerous situation where you need help, and you need it fast. The key word there is quick. There's no time to waste, which is why we need a plan. Emergencies can look really different. It could be a fire, like you see here, or a big flood. It could be an accident on the road, or even something huge like an earthquake. What they all have in common is that they're serious, and you need help from the pros. All right, so you've spotted the emergency. Now what? This next part is maybe the single most important thing to remember. There is one number that is your lifeline to getting help. Think about it. In that moment, when everything is chaotic, who do you actually call? You don't want to be fumbling for your phone, trying to look up a number. You need to know it by heart. This is it. 9999. So simple, right? 3 numbers. You need to lock this into your brain. This is the key that gets the right people on their way to help you. And when you dial 999, you're not just calling one place. It's like a central hub. They'll ask you what's wrong, and then they'll send the right team. The police, the firefighters, or an ambulance. They've got you covered. Okay, so you know who to call. That's huge. But what you do while you wait is also really, really important. So let's go through 5 basic safety rules. Think of this as your personal handbook for being a helper. Here are all 5 rules laid out for you. See how they kind of flow one after the other? It starts with you, then moves outward to getting help and taking action. Let's break down exactly what each one means. Rule number 1 is the absolute foundation for everything else. Stay calm. I know, it's the hardest one, right? When your heart is racing, your first instinct might be to panic. But a calm mind thinks clearly, and that's what you need more than anything. Once you've taken that deep breath, it's time for rule 2. Call for help. Dial 999. If for some reason you can't, find an adult or a teacher and tell them to do it immediately. The goal is to get that clock started on help arriving. Now, rule 3 is so important. Once help arrives, or if there's a teacher or another adult in charge, your job is to listen. They're trained for this stuff. They have a plan. Following their instructions is the best way you can help keep everyone, including yourself, safe. Rule 4 is all about what not to do. It might sound obvious, but in a chaotic moment, it's worth repeating. Don't run around blindly. And definitely don't touch things that are clearly dangerous: fire, broken glass, fallen wires. Your number 1 job is to keep yourself out of harm's way. And that brings us to rule number 5. Help if you can. It's natural to want to help. Maybe you can comfort someone who's scared or help a younger kid. That's fantastic. But, and this is a really big but, you never, ever help if it puts you in danger. You can't help anyone if you get hurt too. Always make sure it's safe first. So let's just wrap this all up. Being a helper in an emergency isn't about being big or strong. It's about being smart and remembering a few key things. If you only remember one thing from all of this, please let it be this right here. Stay calm, call for help, and follow instructions. Those are the 3 golden rules. They are the absolute pillars of getting through an emergency safely. So what's your next step? Don't just keep this information in your head. Talk about it. Who's one adult you can chat with about these rules? A parent? A family member? A teacher? Making a plan before an emergency is the best way to make sure you're truly ready for anything.